Where I worked before, they were only doing half an hour, which is half an hour is not enough time for you to even make someone a cup of tea and make sure they've had their medication and things like that. So an hour is a really good time. But for me personally, I find with the living, I have more time. I have more time to speak with my client. I have more time to find out how they like things. I have more time to help them, because we don't just do the companionship, we don't just do the personal care. We obviously get our training that we do anyway. Live-in training is very similar to the day-to-day caring that we do. So you still do everything that you do in the hour on call, you just do it more often during the day, like personal care and meals and prompt medication or administer medication. It depends on the client. It just gives you that more time, really. It changes every day. It doesn't matter how much training you have, you'll never learn everything. You'll learn something different every day. And what I mean also by that is, like, your clients are different, so it doesn't matter how much someone shows you, for example, to do personal care. Every client's different on how you're going to do the personal care. Every client's home is different, so you need to adapt each time you go to someone's home or see a client to their needs, their personal needs. So it's different. So I could have all the training in the world, but it doesn't mean that that you'll learn everything. You can't learn everything. I genuinely learn something every day, something I didn't know. I think it's very special to know that someone that's not met you as much, or maybe hasn't met you before, or has met you only a few times, they trust you in their home. And families trust us with their loved ones. So the fact that I'm there supporting them means a lot to me, that they trust me and they're happy to have me in their home, because it's their life in there, it's their home. A lot of homes have been there for years and years and years, and when I walk in there, I definitely respect absolutely everything, not only my client, but their home. Especially when you bond with a client, then they definitely feel safe. They don't feel alone. They know they've got someone there that is actually there for them and them alone. Like I said before, when you learn what their needs are, and when you do something without them asking for them, it's such a big thing, because that shows that you actually treat them, you as an individual, that we don't just go in as carers and just do our job and leave. It's not what it's about at all. Totally genuine, honest, trustworthy. Again, you're in someone's home. You have to respect people's, property in their home. I've never, and I can honestly say this, gone into someone's home and just gone through cupboards, and I always ask. If the client isn't able for any reason to tell me where something is, then obviously I'm going to try to find it and look for it. But I respect absolutely everything in someone's home. You have to be careful as well. There are boundaries that obviously you have to hold, really, but it's very, I won't say it's difficult, it's when you get to know someone and you actually genuinely really care about them. So you have to be careful. Obviously we don't get involved in private family stuff. We're there purely for the client and make sure they're happy and they have everything they need around them. It's actually something pretty special to know that you can make a difference in someone's life, and even if it just means those few hours or a day, or like I said, even the hour calls we do. It's really lovely. And I think for me personally, because of my past where I have lost two main people in my life at the time, you learn to appreciate things, definitely.